young fellas, listen to me and listen to me good. Once you hit 30 and you ain't got nothing going on, you ain't got your shit together, no coochie for you. All right? 30 is the landmark. Okay? Listen to your OG. All right? By the time you hit 30, if you ain't got your shit together, or at least headed in the right direction, got you on the way to your plan that you set out, no cooch for you. It's time to tighten up. Okay? Trust me when I tell you, I'm putting you up on, I ain't gonna say game, everybody says that, but I'm trying to tell you something that's gonna help you. All right? Listen, your 20s, your teens, your 20s, all right? Those are the years you're trying to figure stuff out. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Those are years where you make your mistakes, you know, you do all your silly shit, blah, blah, blah. You know, have your little fun, whatever. Whether you go to high school, college, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're learning, you know, you're young. But once you hit 30, life gets serious. You know what I'm saying? Shit get real. That's when, you know what I mean? And then first off, your brain's fully developed. So, you know, this is when you start to make a little better decisions or whatever. But on top of that, you no longer, you're not a kid no more. You officially, to me, that's the age where you officially grown. You're a grown ass man. By 30, all right, so first off, if you look, when you want, all right, so let's think about it. What are the ways where you know your shit ain't right? Well, number one is obvious. You still live with your parents. Still live with your mama, your dad, and you're 30. See, because that's what happens when you do all that running around and bullshit and you're not doing nothing towards your plan, but just playing, waking up playing PlayStation all day or whatever the fuck they do now. Beating your meat, chasing pussy, chasing coochie, pardon me. All right? You're doing these things all through your 20s and you look up, now you're 30 and you don't even got nothing in motion. See, that's when it gets scary. At least have something in motion. You know what I mean? Because then you're asking for trouble. Because let me tell you, these years fly. They fly. I'm telling you. And the older you get, I'm sure your mama, your grandmama tell you that. The older you get, the more they fly. And it's true. It's true. I'm just trying to save you a lot of time. And, you know what I'm saying? Help you get on track so you ain't out here all fucked up in your 40s and 50s and 60s. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got nothing going on. You didn't set a path. You know what I mean? To get to where you got to get. You know? So, and another thing. And if you're out there, listen. Another point. I'm nobody's judge. I don't know your circumstance. I know where you come from. You did what you had to do. By the time you're 30, if you ain't got to where you need to get with all that, put the packs up. Put the street shit up. It's over. If whatever happened ain't happened already, pack it up. It's time to get serious. Get a fucking job. Or start your own thing. You ain't got to get no job. Start your own thing. Start your own. Go the entrepreneur route if you don't want to be in nobody's job. If you know you ain't the type of person to be taking orders, be real with yourself. Hey, I get it. Go, you know, start a business. Open up your business. Get your business credit right. Do whatever you got to do. And handle. Listen. There's no excuse nowadays to be running around here flat broke at 30. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse. Especially with technology. It's the internet. You know what I'm saying? Internet could be used for good or bad, but it's just with the internet, that's the new hustle now. There's just too much going on, all right, for you guys not to be able to generate revenue. And I'm not talking about getting on your ass naked, like, you know, or whatever, with the chicks getting out. I don't agree with that. I think that's technical internet prostitution, what I think it is, but whatever. That's on y'all. I'm talking about doing something productive, selling products, selling yourself, maybe as far as like, what I'm doing here, like social content, creating all that, whatever product you got, selling it through, on the internet, learning how the internet work, being in technology. It's a lot, man. It's too much going on not to be able to get your hands on a couple dollars, you know what I mean, and set some type of goal so that later on you financially in a good space. You know what I mean? Because you think you stressed out when you young, when you ain't got no bread in your pocket, you can't move around the way. Shit. Try when you get older. You don't want to be old and fucked up. That ain't the move. You do not want to be old and your pockets on the diet. Telling you. You know what I'm saying? Time you get 40s and 50s, you want to be able to have some type of financial freedom where you can move around as you choose. I'm not saying you got to be rich, but you want to be, to a point where maybe necessarily someone doesn't really have all your livelihood in their on their hands, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can have a job and have something going on. That way, you get you some bread flowing in. That'd be my advice. Now that I look back on it, I wish I'd have did that sooner. You know what I'm saying? You depending on, no matter how much money you make, your fake still is with your boss, right? So you don't want to put yourself in that position either. But so do it young, man. So that way, by the time you get older, your shit is popping. But don't bullshit around here. Let me tell you, listen, you got time to bullshit. Listen, by the time you get 30, you still got another 30, 40 years of fucking if you keep yourself together, all right? So don't worry about no coochie. Tighten up, put a plan in order. If you ain't doing nothing by then, look around, you're gonna be like, damn. I'm still at my mama crib, eating up all her shit. You really want to be that guy? Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy calling your mama, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the night. Because you gotta let you in because you've been bullshitting, whatever. Don't be that guy. Your mama knock on the door, busting, you whacking your meat at your mama house, man. Don't be that guy. You know what I mean? Ooh, my bad, mom. Don't be that guy. Tossing your meat at your mom crib and shit. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got your own spot. Because you've been bullshitting all them years. Don't be that guy. Get your shit right. Well, listen, you can play you got your whole life to play. By the time you're 30, that's it. Playtime is over. Now, it's a start before that. You should start before that. But what I'm saying is, all right, yeah, you got your younger years, you bullshitted. You did a lot of bullshitting, cutting and scratching, whipping and dipping, all right? But by the time that 30 piece hit, it's over. Time to get right. And if you fucked around and got out here slanging and banging and got a baby, you know you got to get your shit together. I shouldn't have to say that. That goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Playtime is over. So, this for my young cats. You know what I mean? Just a little something I want to throw on you. Save you a lot of frustration. You know what I mean? Because them years fly. What you do, everybody knows what you do now affects you later. So, I'm just giving you a little landmark to go by. Just, you know what I mean? So you don't continue that reckless, nonchalant, if you will. Especially, I see it a lot with people who are like spoiled with both parents, and the parents are kind of well-to-do. It happens a lot with you guys. That I see it the most there. You know what I mean? When you come in a situation with single mom or whatever, parents are trying to make it or whatever. You might got a little more get up and go, and you would think if you come from an even poorer situation, poor background, it'll really give you because you didn't come up spoiled and getting the things you want, so you always had to get out, work, and grind and hustle. So you hope that helps you out. It helps shape you, and not to becoming a fucking loser. All right, use them habits to help give you some hustle to take you further in life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that's how that go, man. Like I said, just wanted to give you a little start point, little draw the line, a little line in the sand, if you will, as far as, getting your life together and being successful. You know what I mean? I'm not saying wait till 30. No, when you get out of high school, technically you're an adult. It's time to start moving as soon as you get out of high school. When you throw that gown in there, I told my son, he's 20. When you throw that, when you threw that that hat in the air, you know what I'm saying? I was at the graduation. You threw that in the air. All right, that signifies childhood is over. You know what I mean? You're technically a young adult now. You know what I'm saying? You threw the childhood. When you threw that hat up, you threw the childhood up. That's it. You know what I mean? You had all the time. You had all your fun when you was a fucking kid. Been to Disney World, all that shit. It's time to tighten up. Well, that's another story. But, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got, listen, God grants us, if God willing, you know what I'm saying? You live to a certain point. Hey, if you got it together at 30, even better. Even better. You know what I mean? Because that way, hopefully you don't have to work your whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? You could cut it off at a certain point and do what you want to do. Move around how you want to move around. You know what I'm saying? So, bottom line, set a guideline. Set some goals for yourself so that later on you can do what the fuck you want to do. All right? But don't bullshit your life away. Don't be in here, you know what I'm saying? You're 28. You're 28, you should start sniffing around like, hold up. I'm smelling loser. You know what I mean? Don't do that. 28 you should be sniffing. By the time 30, that's it. That's it. It's time to fucking get on the ground. Fuck everything. About 30, you look around, you living in your mama basement, I need a timeout. Time out, nigga, bruh. Time out. Time to get it together. All right? Because that's too old. You know what I mean? Not to have nothing in motion. All right? Nah. Because you got jokers 40 and 50 with nothing in motion. And then, hey, another video. All right? So, tighten up. Don't waste time bullshit. You can't bullshit your life away. All right? Set some type of goal for yourself, whether it's big or small, so that you can live the way you want to live. All right? That's it, man. Big Skill signing off. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.